Hi everybody, Michaela here. Thanks for joining me for another scrapbooking process video here on my YouTube channel. Today I am doing another video for the Stash Busters Facebook group that I'm a part of, and if you haven't seen my other videos, it is just it's a group of different YouTubers who every month we do a different challenge to try and use something that we don't normally use often from our stash, and every month that item that we're asked to use changes. And so this particular month of October we are using ribbon and twine. So I actually didn't really know what to do for this challenge, but I ended up going to Pinterest and I found a layout, and I'll link to it in the description section below in case anybody wants to see the original layout. It didn't have a name on it, so I'll just link to it. And they spelled out the title of their page with twine, so I thought that was really cool to use up some twine. And I also used, and you'll see in a little bit here, I used some black silk ribbon that I had in my stash for, I want to say like a year now. Yeah, it's right there. I'm trying to measure it out. And so now also that background paper of the gray and white chevron is from American Crafts. Let me see here what the name is. It's the Best of paper pad. I feel like every video it's where I get my paper from is the Best of paper pad. So that's the background, and then that piece of 6x6 paper pad, which I kept the branding strip on. It was from the last year's Halloween pad from Crate Paper, which was the After Dark collection. And so now back to the layout that I'm making. I ended up sticking that picture onto the 6x6 paper, and what I did a little different, just really out of, I guess, laziness for no other reason. I usually always cut my like the background of the layer. When I'm layering paper, I'll always cut the area behind the photo out so that I didn't just save a scrap of it and use it for something else. But today I wasn't feeling it, so I didn't. But usually I do, just to kind of conserve it and maybe punch a shape out or whatever. And I also want to just apologize for the delay. I think it's been like 3 weeks since I had any videos up on my YouTube channel. I was sick a few weeks ago, and so now I'm better. It was just a cold, but it's still not very fun to listen to people try and explain their process videos when they sound terrible. So I figured I would just save you guys the annoyance of having to listen to my groggy voice. And then life just gets hectic, so I haven't been scrapbooking very much. So now here, you can't really see it, but what I'm doing is I'm using that blue twine, which was from Studio 112, which was a K & Company brand. I'm just using that twine to spell out the name of the fair that Ferris wheel was from. And I took that picture last month at our area fair, which is called the Big E. And so I'm just spelling out Big E in the blue twine, and for some reason it's not really showing up. I don't know, maybe it's just because of the chevron pattern of the background paper or something. I don't know. I because in real life I'm looking at the layout and you can see what it says clearly, but I don't know, for some reason maybe the contrast or something's not quite right in the video. So I'm sorry for that. I do have some close-ups coming at the end of the video once I finish the layout, so you'll be able to really see all the details of it. And then you see right there I have that box with the little glittery owls, and that was actually a stationery set that I had gotten years ago. I found, and I thought the box was way too cute to throw out. So I kept it, and now I'm using it for, as you saw, the rhinestones that I use for my scrapbooking, and my chipboard frames, which I'm going to end up using in the end of this video. I wasn't going to originally, but then I ended up going and adding an extra element. So you'll see that. And so now for this layout, I was using my AdTech glue runner. And this is actually sadly the last one that I have. I had gotten a whole bunch, I think, I want to say last summer. My Marshalls that I go to a lot had tons of them, and they were, I think, $3.99 or $4.99. It was a really good deal for a set of 4 of these runners, so I had gotten a lot of them, and unfortunately I've used them all up. I actually really like them for Project Life, just because I started doing it, and so I guess just the size of it being so much smaller than my ATG gun, it makes it a lot easier, but it's not a big deal, so I'll just end up using my ATG gun. So now here I want a little bit more extra shine, so I'm getting my Primo Rub on foils, and I have, this is not one set, I just keep them all in one tube. I had gotten two tubes of it, I believe it was the rose set and the holograph set. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't have a name on it. Okay, never mind. I forgot what the name of it was, but it's like this particular one's a really, really shimmery silver, and the golds it came with were all really like metallic too. So that's what I'm using, and it's just all it is instead of like a heat foiling, it just you put down any type of adhesive, and then you just rub over the foil piece, and then it'll stay there. And Prima does sell a lot of like adhesive. I'm not sure how they work because I've never ended up getting any, but they're like shapes with glue, if that makes any sense. So I guess it's kind of like a rub-on. You put it on your paper, and then you put the foiling on your paper, and it makes that like a really detailed design. But I didn't end up getting any of those, so I just use it for mostly like straight lines. If I'm trying to do like a stitch pattern, like I'll put little dashes of it, things like that. But I haven't found a good way to store it. As you saw there, I was fighting with it to kind of get it all like laid out even, because to put it back in that tube, I have to get it all like a certain width, obviously. So it's kind of it's a little bit annoying, so I don't use it that much. But if I find any better way to store it, I'll probably do a video, because I'll be really excited, because I haven't found it. I haven't found out yet how to store it, but I digress. And so now I ended up using those Kaisercraft letters, and originally I was looking at the Teresa Collins Something Wonderful letter stickers, but I didn't have any E's, and I was trying to spell out the big E. So I think at this point, this is where I'm going to decide to add in a few more embellishments. And right there, I'm using my tape runner to adhere down. I had made this embellishment I got at Marshall's maybe 2 weeks ago at the Amy Tangerine stitched embellishment kit. It's the one that has little stencils, some embroidery string, and the little, like, it's almost basically like a mini mouse pad to poke the holes into the paper. And so that one is a camera stitched on yellow paper, and again, kind of like the Twine letters, you'll see it in the pictures at the end, but for some reason, I don't know, I must have had something on my phone not set right for contrast or something. I don't know, something about this layout wasn't sitting well with my video camera, so I apologize for that again, because it's really bothering me that you can't like see all the details clearly. But so now I am just gluing down those Studio Calico farm animal wood veneer, because since it was the fair and there were tons of farm animals there, which you'll probably be seeing me scrapping pictures of in the coming weeks, I decided to use that little pig and the horse. At least I think it's a horse. Could be a donkey. I don't know. If anybody knows the difference, leave a comment, but I think it's a horse. And then I put a little geotag, which was from We Are Memory Keepers, enamel stickers. And so now I am using those chipboard frames that I had mentioned, and I was thinking of using like that big Polaroid one, but it wouldn't work. So I got that small square one that had black and white text, and now I'm just going to trim it, and I'm just going to use half of it for some like added texture, I guess, to it. And I'm cutting it here, and then I'm gonna just put, I thought of using glossy accents on the back of it, but I didn't. I felt like it was such a light piece, like it's just a light chipboard, so I didn't think it would be really necessary to use the glossy accent, so I just use my regular tape runner again. And that's gonna do it for the layout, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my process video. And again, please check out the videos below for the other videos of the other people that are in the hop for the Stash Busters YouTube challenge. And I'll have a link to our Facebook group as well, so if you're interested in joining and playing along with us next month, feel free to find out more about us. And so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!